Hello and welcome to Tabletop Throwdown! This is the second time I've said that because I completely forgot to hit the button, or I turned the button off. I did something. And now we're going to blast through what I had mentioned before. Tim's not here today, so if I get distracted and do something that has nothing to do with the game, we'll pretend it's Tim living through me. Today we're playing Hardlock with Steel Phalanx and Tunguska. Steel Phalanx is being played by Metal, who's graciously stepping in on short notice because the second player had something come up. And so Metal gets to be in all the shows. This is the third time we're seeing him in 4 weeks, and we are okay with that. He's great. The Tunguska player is shieldflyer. This is his first time on Tabletop Throwdown, and I'm excited to see what he does. As far as lists go, we're gonna blast through these because ain't nobody got time for that. They've already deployed and are ready to go. Oh, we should talk about the mission. This is Hardlock. There's 3 consoles in the middle. There are 2 beacons on the edge of each deployment. You can pick up the deployment or the beacons with anybody as long as you've activated a console. There is a point at the end of every round for controlling a beacon, which just means you're touching it. And there are 3 points at the end of the game for each, 1 point for each console, which adds up to 3 points. If you have all 3 of them, whoever has activated more consoles gets 2 points. I believe we're at 8 points. There's a classified, which is 9, and I'm missing one. Oh, if your opponent doesn't have the beacon, you get another point. There's also tactical objectives in these. They drew the Tunguska players getting an extra med kit, the Steel Phalanx players getting an extra gizmo kit, and I don't expect that to change the game a lot. Let's pull up. You could tell what I was looking up. Let's look at the Steel Phalanx list. The Steel Phalanx did win Lieutenant, and they are going first. They did not want to deal with Tunguska going first. I suspect because they have a big old tag, they don't want to get hacked. They have Agamemnon, as Metal put it, the Achilles we left at home, which is why I have the Achilles on the title page. It was kind of a reference to that. Also, we don't have a lot of assets for those images. Anyways, so Agamemnon is the kind of beat stick in this list. Phoenix, Myrmidon officer, and a Myrmidon are there to be backup. It's a valid active turn piece to have burst 3 heavy rocket launcher do some damage. It's also a great ARO piece because of the mimetism -6. All 4 of these guys are good at punching a dude in the face, although Agamemnon's not quite as good as the other 3. We then have a duo of a Dactyl Engineer who's got the deployable cover, and my dog is barking. We have a K2 Auxiliar, and they can link, and it's a level 2 duo, so they'll get the bonuses. The Mine Dispenser will be more reliable. The Flaming Spear will be more annoying. It'll be great. The Gizmo Kit will be more good. We have a Ectromoy, combat jump guy who's also good at CC. We have 2 Net Rods. That's his group 1. Both players have a 9-6 split today. It is the flavor of the week. We have in group 2, the main piece is Atalanta, the hidden deployment version. Great shot, MSV2, BS15 with marksmanship is effectively BS18. Real good. Active turn piece. I consider the hidden deployment guy an active turn piece. because you aren't risking them at all. If you're going second, just leave her in hidden deployment until the very end of your opponent's turn, and then maybe pop out and murk a dude. And then on your turn, you have free reign to shoot whoever was left out. He's got a Therios, which is their forward deploying Camo 1 use guy as a hacker. He's got an evil bot who can help the Ectromoy land, can give Agamemnon fairy dust, and technically give the Lambda flashbolts extra burst. He's got 2 flashbolt spots and a war core. That's a whole list. List 2 is Tunguska. We have Kriza, great at shooting. Doesn't have any. He's great at shooting by weight of dice, right? He's got 2 Hollow Men. They're going to be in the link, so this is level 2, I believe, Harris, where Kriza will be rolling 6 die on his BS 13 with BS attack -3. The Hollow Men will be doing some hacking stuff. We have a pitcher Hollow Man and a hacking device Hollow Man with the Tin Bot. The Tin Bot helps all 3 of them because all of them are heavy infantry, and they will benefit from the firewall, especially the hacker. We have a Vertigozon to take advantage of the plethora of hacking devices in this list. We've got 2 hacking devices plus on the interventors in group 2 and the one on the Hollow Man I just mentioned. We have a Flashball spot. We have a Denma Connolly and a Zellenkrieger to be your warbands. Denma's, they're great warbands. Smoke, good at CC, all that jazz. We have 2 hecklers. One is kind of what I would consider the standard heckler with the Jammer and Fast Panda. It just brings a lot of kit that you don't get elsewhere. The other one is the Killer Hacker, which I haven't seen much of, but seems viable enough. So that's the 9 in his group 1. His group 2 has a second Zellenkrieger, has Puppet Master with 2 puppet bots. These are pretty standard, almost auto take units in my opinion. If you could take them in Tunguska or vanilla. The Puppet Master controls the 2 puppet bots. The 2 puppet bots have to be in zone of control of each other, or else one of them turns off. And they don't provide orders, but having said that, when they die, you don't lose orders. So they're great roadblocks. They're very disposable, but still very rugged. They are 2 structure and have extra burst BS attack. He brought a forward observer, boarding shotgun flashballs, and a AP marksman rifle. So that's a burst 3 boarding shotgun and a burst 4 AP marksman rifle on their starting ballistic skill of 12 is pretty solid. They have next are the 2 interventors. One's the lieutenant. They're both hacking device pluses with a combi rifle. So you get to play the Guess Who My Lieutenant Is game while also still having an interventor. You have a flashball spot and you have a switcher forward observer. This is the cheapest switcher, and it be a guy who can convert what profile it is using at the beginning of its order that it declares. It can roll whip, and it turns from the kind of baseline profile into the jacked profile. I'll be interested to see what it does, because it's crazy. Okay, that was their lists. Going first is Steel Phalanx, as I mentioned earlier. It looks like Atalanta. No, what is this? This is Agamemnon. Wow, I really got that silhouette wrong. Looks like Agamemnon is pushing up the right flank, getting ready to shoot. The stuff on the Tunguska players right. Looks like we're already down a tactical awareness order. I'm assuming that the Tunguska player spent one of its his command tokens to reduce Agamemnon's pool by 2. I don't think there's any counterintelligence in Steel Phalanx, but I could be wrong. Counterintelligence. I'm not seeing it. Okay. Okay. And we are off. So one tack aware order has been spent on Agamemnon. And he is moving up the right, going up building.
Does that? Take a look at
He would also see the Selling Krieger.
Who's from? In that case, I won't vault, and I'll just see the flash spot.
Real quick, guys, if you're climbing up the ladder and that's 2 inches, that only gets your front edge to here, and then you're another. I guess it's pretty close. So you just pulled back a bit.
Yeah, I just docked 3 inches for the climb. His base is a little bit bigger than 3.
Okay.
So yeah, instead of vaulting, I'll just come to there basically to see the flash spot.
Okay.
I don't think I see the Zelen unless I vault.
I agree. I will attempt to flash pulse you.
Got a flash pulse versus a APHMG. APHMG is on, I want to say 11s. Oof.
Should be on 13. So I got.
Yeah, so the Agamemnon crit, the flash pulse rolled an 8, canceled the 1. So 2 saves on.
Save and 1 knocked.
All right. Continuous. Burning. Burning.
Oh, that's.
Save.
He has 4 armor.
Cover.
Yeah, but it's PS.
And I have cover, so I'm aiming 7s without armor.
Yep. Okay. And then just
and crit.
Yep.
It goes away.
The flash pulse went down in a single order.
We'll spend another order. He is going to come. I've got a bolt. He's going to come 3 to here.
Just trying to see the switcher.
Be back basically. Or start.
Okay.
Arrows. So I'm
You see the Zelen and the camo. Smoke there.
Good. I'll just shoot the Krieger.
So the Zellenkrieger can't see over this. Right, he's prone.
What? If he can see me, I'm facing him. I can see him.
Right, but you can't see the ground.
I can't land my smoke there.
Yeah, the smoke just can't go there.
Understood. Understood. I'll put the smoke on the side.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and just roll
16's a crit.
Oof. Smoke landed on the 16, which is a crit because he rolled +3 fizz and regen on his metacap. So that saves the Zellenkrieger for the turn. Agamemnon was rolling on 16s because Zellenkriegers don't get cover.
Yep.
And I'm going to bring in
Looks like the Ectromoy is popping in pretty early.
Yep.
Are there any arrows?
It's going to be doing a super jumping thing.
Denema will take a dodge.
Denma dodge, failed his dodge.
Not a dodge. Spin an order. This guy. Who's gonna come to here? I might as well just jump. I'll just jump 2 to there, and 4 to here.
Yeah, he's pushing up pretty hard with his Ectromoy. This is interesting. Not sure what he's going after exactly.
Actually, not yet.
You don't need to back up yet. You're still okay.
Arrows.
Considering. No arrows.
All right, I'll go ahead and discover the camo.
Yep.
Who is that?
Success.
Yep.
Heckler with Fast Panda.
Got it. We'll spend an order on.
So he discovered the Heckler,
Have
which gives Agamemnon a target at the very least.
So he'll just come here.
Or he'll just punch him in the face with Ectromoy. That works too.
Okay. Denema should have taken the dodge last time, but oh. Anything else see you like it? Place deployable.
It looks like he's throwing out a wild. Sorry, what's it called? Wild panda, fast panda, fast panda.
Where? Oh, where?
He's considering where to put it. I don't think he's going to be able to place it anywhere to threaten the Agamemnon. Up there is a choice. That's a good choice. Because I don't know if
I'll swing at you. Got 2s or a special dice.
Yep.
So we'll take the crit.
yeah that wall is taller than S1, so it's crazy. The Heckler got punched to death.
You want to dodge on Dim?
Yes.
Denma's taking a dodge. It's failing.
Denema fails.
Interested to see where the Ectromoy goes now. He could push hard for the interventor maybe, but you have to go past Denma. Does he have a gun? He's got chain rifles and an AP heavy pistol.
Chain rifle. Actually, would I be behind you here? Might be.
Looks like just barely, yes.
Intriguing.
Yeah, this lieutenant's facing backwards. I suspect to maybe, counteract a combat jump deployment, but if he had just angled him slightly to the right, he'd be avoiding getting seen from the mech. He's only getting shot with an AP, only getting shot with an APFE pistol at minus
Well, we'll spend another order.
3, so it'd be on 9s.
Okay. And we'll just come 3, 4 to there.
Okay.
I bet I guess I'll just climb.
I will
Up.
spotlight you from your original location
I
with
have stealth.
all hackers.
I have stealth.
Okay. I will not spotlight you.
So I'll just climb up to the little ladder there, just to the top remaining inches, and then I'll
Okay.
go ahead. Actually, that means Denma actually wasn't even supposed to be dodging. Fair enough. So I'll dodge then.
All right.
There. Nope.
If you're dodging, the hacking goes off.
Oh, that's true.
Even if it's a short move skill.
Yeah,
Dodge
you
still breaks stealth
dodge,
if you roll.
dodge, break stealth.
Oh, so then, all right, then I would not have dodged. So I'll just stay at the top of the ladder. So in that case, let me just measure my zone of control here. So 8 here, a little closer, too much. So I'm at the top of. I'm basically right at the top of the staircase with the last 2 inches that I had. I guess about there too much. Measure. I'm within range of a meter
Yes.
because I'm also sticking out because I'm on the ladder there.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna do.
Not quite sure. He's going for the interventor, it seems like. What's in his group
There.
2? His group 2 is Atalanta, the Furios, the Probot, the Lambdas, and a Workhorse. So it seems like he's not going to go for the Beacon. He's just going for max murder, which makes sense. Going first in this, going second has a lot of advantages in this mission. Right, end of the game, you can flip.
We'll just jump
You could choose which ones to flip that have the greatest
here.
impact.
Still see.
End of every round, you can touch the thing with the sacrificial person, and that's fine if they die next turn. Which is why I thought they might choose to go second, but they didn't. So
He does.
And then I'll just put.
So the switcher is going to shoot you with an AP SMG.
Isn't that a short skill? Don't you have to?
No. If
You
I
owe it
have the opportunity to ARO, I get to roll to see if I transform before I even declare my ARO.
And then I'll put 2 AP pistol shots into the back of
not sure they're playing that right.
this new.
The enemy.
Transmutation whip.
Okay.
So
Then now that you've broken stealth, he will hack you here,
yes.
as will all of my other hackers. Denema will take a dodge.
That
Yeah, it
will
does look like that's how it works.
It is face to face. We're
hack
affecting
versus
each other.
Shot?
Yep.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. The only things that are not face to face is reset against shooting and dodge against
Okay.
hack.
Okay. Well.
Even Berserk is now face to face, which is interesting.
In that case, I see. I forgot that I was within meter range, and that was face to face. But if I revise where I jump, then
Let's play it as it lies.
all right, fair enough. So let me measure my zone of control really quick.
So metal didn't realize that the shots he's making against the interventor are going to be a face to face because he was in repeater range of the fast panda.
Yeah, we'll take it. Just take the shot.
So hacking versus shots here.
Face to face first.
The shots are way too high. The 8 will land.
All right.
We'll see if he gets spotlit.
Save for spotlight.
He does get spotlit.
Spotlit. None of the other hacking rolls matter. Shot.
And
from
then a
the
shot from the
5
switcher.
ranges on an SMG.
That'll maybe even
-3 even.
I think they go to -6. No, -3.
That's shotguns.
-3 there.
So -3. All right, I'm at zeros because I have an X visor.
And then cover. So
You're not because you jumped.
well, I didn't need to jump at the squad. I was on the left.
True.
I was
All
gonna
right,
jump.
well-
I had to go down there, but
Yeah. The hit lands anyway.
7 will land.
with an
I'm aiming
HMG.
for 10.
Sorry,
And he makes his save.
5 was a pretty good.
Dodge on Denema. Still no good.
Okay. Well, all right. We'll spin an order then. And this time we'll jump. Just jump. Where's Denma's facing? Can you move a little prone token? I'd like to jump just behind it.
Ectormoy is pushing forward with its last order after getting targeted last round or last order and nothing much happening. I think he might have gotten in zone control of the hacker again.
Order. It's fine. I don't think you quite have me out of cover yet.
I'm not like it's right here.
A black line.
In that case, I'll just jump to be in line. I guess we'll play it where it lies. It's fine.
Well, we haven't declared anything else yet, so.
I said I was going to be behind Denma, so we'll do it like that. I'm behind Denma and couldn't quite get you out of cover there.
Okay.
I guess I'll.
Hey Zico, not much is up. I am running solo because Tim didn't give me didn't tell me what he was doing, but he told me he was busy, so he's doing that like a jerk. Guess that's what happens when I just decide a date and see if it works for Tim. Yeah, that's slacker. Yeah, we have Steel Phalanx versus Tunguska here. It's getting towards the end of Group 1 orders for Steel Phalanx. This Ectormoy has been trying real hard to put down this Interventor, but it just hasn't been happening. He did take out a Heckler and a Flashball spot earlier.
Good range for cover.
But I suspect that'll be the only kills. And we are playing Hardlock, and I don't think he's going to get to the beacon either. Looks like Metal rolled a 2 and a 12, and Shield rolled a 4 and a 12.
The AP, yeah, the heavy pistol, I think. Still has shock, I'm pretty sure. No, just AP.
Okay, I believe the Interventor rolled a 5 versus the 4 and or the 2 and 12. The 12 got through, and the was a crit maybe? Is that why they rolled extra? Yeah, it was a crit, so that's why they rolled 2. And the Interventor is unconscious.
Unconscious or shock?
Not shock.
Looks like Ectormoy went down to the switcher, I'm assuming.
Alright, so that's that. We got this.
Where'd his second interventor go? Didn't he have two of them?
We're going to.
Yeah, it's way up at the top here. Okay, Metal's trying to figure out what to do with his second combat group, which Atalanta is in. But I don't think he's going to reveal her because I don't think she has targets, right?
Quick question.
Hmm.
So.
Some kind of deliberation is occurring. Yeah, he brought the hidden Atlanta. Man, I need to figure out how to turn off notifications. Can I go for... Metal is asking me if he could go from camo to cyber mask in the same order or if he has to break camo first.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to spend a command point to turn the workhorse order regular. We're going to spend that order. Camo marker. Basically, like, here
And I
is.
believe the answer is you have to break camo first because your first short skill or your first skill has to be a basic short skill, which wouldn't be the thing that puts you into cyber mask. And I believe they're NFB.
So I'm going to move like.
Let me check camouflage real quick.
Nobody else will see me except for that.
Camouflage.
So yeah,
Well,
we're gonna.
camouflage is not
Here, nobody else sees
NFB.
mine, right? Or the camo marker, blue one.
Yes, that is.
So spend that order. We'll move. Gotta move quite that far. So 6 there.
Impersonation is
And then we will attempt to
also not NFB. I could have
reveal
swore it
ourselves
was.
as Thyreos Killer.
Apparently not. Also apologize for
Okay.
that noise.
Take your discover.
Discover. Wonderful. Is a
Shock mine.
shocker. Sorry. Missed my zone of control. Lost myself for a second there.
Okay, looks like Ethereos is moving up. Discovered a shock mine.
We're gonna spend load. Going to say 2 inches or so. Say 4 to here.
Okay.
Then she's gonna shoot it.
Cybermask does have the
Zone of
NFB
control
tag.
key to this.
Camo. Flage. Does not.
Yep. So just shoot it basically.
Okay.
Nobody else.
That's fine.
She's got a boarding shotgun. Yep. Boarding
Yep.
shotgun. 10 inches. So flats.
We've got Ethereos doing shots on the.
So 2
It is.
saves.
It is a min 3, isn't it?
I thought they don't have it once they lose their state.
Their Mimetism 3 always.
Okay. So then the 5.
It's not relevant.
And the mind went away. Pretty sure they have Mimetism
Cyber
always.
mask is
Yeah,
just
they do.
entire order happens.
Yes.
So cyber mask. Then we spend an order. Just gonna go 6 to here. Arrows.
Is this a killer hacker? Is he trying to get the Lost of Lieutenant off on both of the interventors? That's crazy. Trying to kill an interventor with a killer hacker is, as I mentioned earlier, very difficult. BTS 9 is no joke.
We'll delay.
You've burst 3.
Alright.
That's valid without.
And they're saving on something like. Oof.
So this discovers everything else delays.
So he's debating just doing the hack on the interventor.
She's going to reveal herself to be a killer hacker. She is going to attempt to Trinity the interventor.
Okay. The interventor will return with Oblivion. This
Got it.
camo. My heckler will reveal and Trinity you. And the
Got it.
Kriza will shoot you with an HMG.
Sounds good. I have mimetism versus the
Okay.
He's really gunning for that.
It'll be -3 for the surprise attack against the Thyrios.
Yep.
So we have 12s versus
I'm looking for +3.
15 will get through. The 11 will get through.
Okay. 2 saves.
He's fine. He doesn't care.
Fine.
Alright, go for it.
Okay, so Metal's going to lose or probably lose a guy from this. Got hit by, I don't know what roll that was, but an 8's pretty good.
Don't think so. I don't have firewall or anything. PS.
Trinity is
Oh, that was
6.
the Trinity.
So I do make it.
Okay.
7 on 9.
Kriza taking a shot. The 3 will hit.
3 7.
And this guy's gonna live.
Sure.
Well, sure. Well, we'll spend the last order. And
I suspect we know about what's about to happen.
just going to walk to here, I guess.
Okay.
Guess I'll walk.
Flash pulse.
I mean, he's lucky he got a second shot at this between the
You want to adjust his
free HMG shot with an extra special die and the Trinity, because he's only got BTS 3, which he needed because he rolled an 8, right? He said he needed a 9. So if he takes down this lieutenant, though, that's huge, right?
So,
He's not going to be able to get the mission done at all this
Oblivion.
turn.
Flash. Trinity. HMG.
I'm just going to pull 3 into the interventor again.
All right.
We can seal the deal. No -3 this time.
12, 10, 2 will all hit. The 6 that he rolled will cancel the 2. 2 saves. He's loving it.
I don't care. Trinity first.
Trinity missed.
Whiff.
Rolled an
Kriza.
18.
I need a second dice.
Well, that
It doesn't matter.
Ooh, we almost had a pull. Should go unconscious.
Flash pulse thus does not matter.
Whew. So metal. So that is the end of metal Steel Phalanx's first turn. They did get a couple of kills, did not do anything mission wise, and did lose a couple of things themselves. So
There's a penalty or something. Yeah, I don't really see how I would get it. And I did not stop for speedball.
There are no penalties. So
did you guys put treasures out in HVTs?
we put out
yeah,
HVTs, but no treasures.
Okay.
Neither of us. Can they do anything without a Sasha?
Yeah, you could secure a treasure just like you could secure an HVT.
I can put a.
We'll just play without. It's fine.
I'm gonna have a decent spot for a treasure. Drop pod. Over here, basically.
They are not that big.
They're S2s.
It's fun that way, though. We don't have a drop pod for this, right?
Did either of you take speedballs?
I
He
did.
took speedball.
I forgot to grab it apparently. Yep.
All right, so let's look at the order pool of the Tunguska player. Like I said, they are down a couple of things: a transductor, a heckler, whatever.
All right.
Just
So I am not in loss of lieutenant.
oh, and the interventor went unconscious. So apparently, he did not get the correct
He almost
interventor.
got it anyway.
So he has his order pools to do fun things with. Um,
All right. So what is my solution?
so this Agamemnon is actually pretty hidden where it's at. You can kind of see it off to its right. But the thing it's mostly afraid of, which is the Creaser right here with its many bullets, is going to have to either get up on a building or move all the way off to the left to take that fight. So interested to see how this turn plays out from the Tunguska side. I think his impetuous stuff is
Impetuous on this Zelen.
just the Zellenkriegers and Denma.
Fair move.
Before you do that, move that far. The Agamemnon is. Actually, nope. Moving on. Well, I guess it depends how far you.
I don't think Agamemnon sees between the
As
crate and that building.
If you go this way, I'll see you. But if you keep going straight forward, you're fine.
and I lack choice in the matter at the moment.
Zellenkrieger's moving up
There.
with its impetuous.
Nothing sees me, I'm pretty sure.
He could.
Actually, really quick. Vault.
It's a left to right thing, not a up and down thing. Oh, you're looking way down there. I see.
Yeah. I think yes. When you vault that Phoenix, this.
I'll dodge.
You'll shoot the long range.
Okay, wow, that was a crazy arrow he
Dodge.
spotted.
Bad range for me, so I think I'm on 10.
Is there a kulak? There's not. Let me bring up the Tunguska list real quick.
Yeah, I'm on 10.
This is what we're dealing with here.
I crit.
We'll shoot. Well, it doesn't matter then.
Much extra dodge. 1 inch.
The dodge movement also has to be straightforward.
Does it now with impetuous move?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. I end up there then.
Man, I do not interfere as much in the game when Tim's here. I'm too busy wrangling Tim. So if shieldflyer metal are watching this right now, sorry. I blame it on Tim. It's Tim's fault. That's an infinity motto, right? Okay, it looks like we're on the other side of the board now with a.
At some point, but not very. You'd have to come up. No, him. You have to come up, I think, here. Yep, like
Okay,
right there.
So no knight. If I don't get seen here, then I'm.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Okay. Impetuous on Denema takes me into base to base with this guy,
Just kill him.
and I could draw.
Does that work on unconscious dudes? I'm gonna let them play it because they both agreed very swiftly, and I don't want to slow the game down at all.
Impetuous.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, seems like it. So he's got his first Predator coup de grace off of that. I
Phoenix
think
is
that's
Phoenix.
all his impetuous.
That's perfect.
Yeah, based on his little
And
markers.
is Phoenix in a link? Yes.
That is a.
I get to block that thing, which I definitely know how to do.
Does Phoenix have a visor?
I don't think so.
No, no visor.
That was not the right command.
How to deal with all of the issues.
Got a bit of a slow moment here for a couple of reasons.
4 on fire team, including Kriza.
Also, my
If
description is
moves,
wrong.
the hacker gets seen by what? The flashbot?
The top guy stands up. This
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flashback. Just.
Nothing else though.
Nope. Aggie's behind here, and Phoenix is behind that.
Okay. Link lead will stay as the hacker. We will declare a move. I go 2 inches to here. We've already determined that this is 3 inches to get down that. 2 inches down, 1 inch over.
Got it.
So he's got
Ooh.
1 more inch of movement still.
Kriza
Kriza is going to move forward.
So he's moving out with the Kriza link.
Pitcher is going to move over. This guy with his 1 additional inch. Go there.
Got it. Just the one long flash.
Okay, I'm going to take a combi shot at long range.
I'll tag you out of
How bad is
cover.
it?
Or beyond 32, I think. Actually, I guess if you start, even if we were here, so I would want to shoot you out of cover, which is beyond 32 for sure.
Yeah.
And even if you shot me when you started, it'd be beyond 32.
Beyond 32. Okay. So I'm in neg 6 range. I'm total neg 12.
Flash pulse. Beyond 32 is still just -3, so I'm on a 10.
Sure.
What are they even shooting at?
4 dice fishing for 1s.
Nope.
No 1s, and you missed.
A lot of misses.
Cool. I expected to miss, but hey, I might crit you and kill you.
I mean,
And
yeah,
that saves me an order later.
Might as well. It's free real estate.
Yep, pretty much.
He was rolling 4 dice, so that was the.
I don't intend to use him for the rest of this turn. Alright, we move again. The other Hollow Man is now the leader.
Got it.
Grizzly moves 4. Hello moves 6.
Ah, it was up here versus that flashball spot.
Hollow moves
The
there.
Hollow Man who was up there came
Arrows.
down and shot at this flashball spot way across the way.
Okay. The Hollow
And nothing
is
happened.
the leader. Take a long range pitcher shot. Try to land it there.
Long range, yeah. That's good. 0.
Inside 24, so zeros.
Nice.
9 is good. Okay, so I can do things about Agamemnon now.
Okay, so
Because I don't have chain in command in my sectorial. Chain of command, if the lieutenant dies, becomes the lieutenant, or if the lieutenant becomes dead or isolated.
either or.
Yeah. I think it's just they stop becoming the lieutenant, basically.
Okay, so it's essentially preventing loss of lieutenant.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so Hollow Man chucked a pitcher down to give him options of stuff to do against Agamemnon.
Specifically says isolated or anal.
Okay. That tells me how much of this needs to work.
Man, I have them turned down so far and I can still hear them so loud. Let's see if I can fix it some. Okay, hopefully that makes them a little quieter. So he still has, for hacking, the tag, he has one of these Holomans is a hacker. Yep, and the Interventor is a hacker. Those are those in the same group or in different groups? They're in different groups. So if he wants, he can have 8 attempts to hack the crap out of that guy. Because you're not putting him down in 4 orders with Kriza. You just can't see him soon enough. Kriza doesn't have super jump, right? No, just the Hollow Man.
Right at that. Okay, we'll let the hacker be the team lead.
Right, so he's going to use orders that he's moving up with to hack the tag.
Okay, arrows. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you can. Okay, Oblivion.
Okay, so we have an Oblivion on Agamemnon. On 15s, 2 5s. Agamemnon is whip 14. Yeah, so that went through. 12.
Starts at a 4 AP.
Yeah, it's 4 AP, so his 6 goes down to a 3. He needed 7s. Yep. So Agamemnon is isolated. Checking on engineer status. He does have an engineer, but it is quite far from that.
Another order on the fire team. I declare move. I want to move this hollow man out, not be seen by Phoenix, but as far as I possibly can without being seen by Phoenix. Right back. Want to go back? Yes. So I will then. I honestly don't care. I will then move back the little bit that I have remaining.
Looks like he's using his pitcher to throw out some more
Here's a
repeaters. I didn't see where he chucked it.
wall.
Oh, he hasn't picked a location yet.
The hacker is going to go hide here. And drop the prone. Order. I am attempting to land leaders. Still figuring out my repeaters.
Sorry about that.
Exact location, but do the roll.
Okay, repeaters going down at the base of those steps.
Good.
Phoenix is right there. Myrmidon's right there. Flash Pulse is right there. It's not great targets for that.
Okay. Stun is 1 save or 2 saves now.
One.
Thank you. 1 BTS save. Unless it's a target.
You're fine. So the Hollow Man tanked the Flash Pulse spot and rolled a 13 to land the pitcher, and I think that's exactly what they needed.
Right.
Yep.
Well, you already know who the lieutenant is, so we're choosing the order. Lieutenant order is going to spotlight Phoenix.
Now, because he's declared a hat, Agamemnon also reset.
He does not. In order for Agamemnon to get an arrow, he needs to be targeted by a comms attack in this situation.
Good to know. I did not know the answer. Okay. Another order, spotlight Phoenix.
Okay, he's using a few orders to do this. 2 saves on Phoenix this time. He won the first face-to-face, but this time he is targeted. I think he might have missiles coming his way. Missiles are in Group 1. Okay.
We are in good range.
So bot is on 18. Ooh, 17's hard to beat. 3 saves for Phoenix. One of those is a fail. Just 1 wound. That was your last regular order in Group 1, right? Shield Flyer?
No, I've got one more.
Oh, okay. I missed that. My bad.
You're good. Keep them on it. It's good. Order in group 2, spotlight Myrmidon officer.
Mark,
Hit and crit.
so
He was not targeted by a comms attack, so he does not get a reset.
the entire fire team.
It's the same as any other arrow. He does not get the chance to arrow.
Starts at 5.
Okay. So it looks like the Myrmidon officer is targeted, and that guy getting missiled will put Steel Phalanx into loss of lieutenant. This has been a loss of lieutenant off. 8 versus a 1. The 8 will succeed. And we have a 15. So just.
Armor. Also 2 armor.
Ooh, he's going to convert that irregular with a command token and try again.
Guided missile the officer.
So 1 versus a 10. He's fine. He's no longer targeted even.
Fair enough.
Ooh. They were both real close to putting each other into loss.
We shall cause as much havoc as we possibly can with this. First, we're going to use the irregular order on the Zellenkrieger.
Looks like he's going to reposition the Zellenkrieger.
Jump.
Oh, he's doing the Predator.
Air fires, and we shall draw. Phoenix does see this initiative. I declare it. We're here.
Looks like his Zellenkrieger got hit with a missile as he was doing coup de grace. If he has any armor at all, he's fine.
I have armor.
Okay, he has armor 1, so he is fine.
So I surrender. That will complete my classified.
He should use guts right now to get out of line of sight of Phoenix.
When I heard you were still Phalanx, I was less sure that I will do that one. Here we are. Okay.
But because he has courage and the option to just choose to stay there, I'm not going to mention it. This has been a pretty bloodless turn. He's isolated Agamemnon. He's put a couple of wounds on some Myrmidon officers. I'm including Phoenix there, but I don't think he's killed anything. Yeah, it looks like the only stuff that Metal is missing are the 2 he lost on his turn. Is the Auxiliar? Oh, it's heavy infantry. I did not know that. The Auxiliar. Auxiliar is a different faction. Looks like we have a crit on one of the 2. And it is isolated. So the Auxiliar is isolated. And the Evo bot rolled a 4, but a 14 beat it, and his save. He's fine. He's fine. Oh, he needed a 6 then. Oof. Okay, so he's crippled the order pool of the Steel Phalanx person pretty significantly at this point with all those isolations. That's 3 isolations. There is an engineer in the list, but he won't be able to undo those all. And even if he did, that'd be like a lot of orders. Kind of counterproductive. He's got one more order.
Final order spotlight Myrmidon officer.
Okay, he's doing a spotlight split on the 2 Myrmidons, trying to mitigate their um, mimetism. First one goes off, I think. Man, this guy's splitting bursts on hacking is going crazy efficiently. That's crazy. Okay. So we are at the top of round 2. Nobody's got any points. Excuse me. Tunguska has 1 point off of Predator, but other than that, no one has any points. No one's flipped any buttons. No one's tried touching the thing. Although, of note, you have to push buttons in Hardlock to claim, to capture a beacon, I should say. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. His group 1 orders. He has 5. Oof. And if his Agamemnon doesn't pop out of it, out of isolation, he's not going to have too many options there. I think he's checking line of sight somewhere. Metal is really good at finding lines of sight versus various targets, so I don't even have a slightest idea as to who he would be targeting. Oh, he's seeing the repeaters. So the one that's right next to him and the long one, he is going to get hacked doing this.
My 2 living hackers with carbonite.
He missed the close one. And he. I think he missed. Oof. So a single carbonite gets through. ECM hacker saves him from one of them. 16 will fail. Okay, so the tag is bricked. He does have another irregular order on it to reset, but he really doesn't want to do that while that repeater is there. Um, Oof. He is in a rough spot. He is trying to see if You can see the Hollow Men, the one that had the pictures way down there. He's using the transparent silhouette trick. Now, he's in the repeater area. The hackers can't do much more to him. He's already targeted. But the hackers could dodge if they wanted to. It's probably a bad call because one of them's in a link that's going to be in a face to face here shortly. And the interventor is already where it wants to be. But that is something that can be useful sometimes. Oh, he has a killer hacker somewhere too, doesn't he? Yeah, the heckler could dodge
Carbonite.
and move up or something. Okay, looks like we're getting an irregular order on the.
They went. What's your yes? The 13th.
Ah, he had a breaker pistol +1 burst he used on the repeater that was by him. He missed the far one, but he hit the one right next to him, got rid of that. And now he's going to get carbonated. Uh, man, he's got some sniper hackers. He hasn't missed once. Maybe once, but a lot of his hacking stuff has been going through. Even in splitting burst 1v1 face to face. It's been crazy. He could have used that order that. Oh no, he couldn't have. He was isolated. So the dactyl auxiliary link was broken. I like that the Tunguska player was like, I can't put you in loss of lieutenant. I guess I'll just isolate everybody by hand. Uh, it's moving the Myrmidon link around. I think he's going to try and see with Phoenix. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't have the movement. Oh, they're all resetting. Duh. Because they're all targeted. It's very efficient to reset in a fire team. Here's Phoenix's reset. Fails. I missed who that was, but they succeeded. And so that was the officer. The officer succeeded. If you had to pick one to succeed, I think you'd pick Phoenix right now, but he's going to have more orders to do that same thing again. The Myrmidon officer, what was he on? 14s -3 was on 11s. Phoenix, I think, is the same. And the Myrmidon is 13, so the Myrmidon was on 10s. Or A10, I should say. Okay. Phoenix is just walking across that line of fire, not too scared of a multi rifle. um, with his effectively mimetism -3 right now with the targeted, and his heavy rocket launcher is going to be in good range. Turn down the noise on Tabletop Simulator a bit. Those clicks and clacks were pretty loud. Oh, he decided to shoot. So we're on 7s versus 13s. A 10 will beat his 2. A 10 and a 4 will beat his 2. So that's 2 saves on the Hollow Man, who has 2 wounds. So, okay, took 1 wound and is burning. And is fine. And should fail guts. Oh, I didn't know Hollow Men were religious. Good call on his part. I would have just tried to fail guts. I clearly don't play Tunguska, but I want to. They seem fun. They've got that Zonnautica I don't see anyone bring, but looks cool as hell. The puppet bots, like I said, I really like them. Hollow Men jumping around seem fun. What else does Tunguska have that Raoul Specter's great. Did he get a... I feel like he got a glow up. Maybe I'm wrong. He's got Drop Bears +1 special die. That's great. Don't remember what he was like before the recent update they did, but I feel like something. He's got martial arts level 3 twice, so that's great. This is clearly a typo. Let me share this with you guys. See, martial arts level 3, martial arts level 3. Okay. Phoenix Myrmidon team is moving. He's going to take that fight again, as well as move up, which is mildly risky with your chain of command guy. I guess his chain of command guy hasn't actually moved, so he's fine. He's moving up with the regular Myrmidon. 1 save on the not the Myrm. He's on fire. He's dead. Okay. So he's really sitting on Atalanta right now. He hasn't had a real good reason to bring her out, but I would be itching to just get her out, which is why I don't play her, right? I play the total reaction one and enjoy that as it is. Okay, so he's getting Phoenix back up into presumably a good arrow position. I do believe that this Zellenkrieger has had a bunch of dodges that they've missed, right? Because that line that Phoenix was shooting him from is just all where all these activities have been. Oh, Phoenix is getting up to see the repeater. Oh, he's resetting and successfully took off the rest of targeted. Wow. He's got one last order in group one and two regulars and an irregular in group two. I think the irregular is the Evo bot. Looks like Agamemnon is getting spotlight in response to resetting. Oof, yeah, yeah. You're very unlikely to clear those states if you're in hacking area because it's face to face. Your resets face to face with their hack, and if you fail the face to face, you don't lose those states. And now with targeted on him, he's even more likely to get hacked. That gives you +3 to be shot and +3 for hacking attacks. A lot of people I've played against at tournaments are surprised when I'm like, I hack you for +3, and they're like, why? I'm like, because you're targeted. Phoenix is moving back to a similar position that he started at. He just sees that Zellenkrieger off to the left. They saw the Zellenkrieger this time. Phoenix missed his shot on the Zellenkrieger, so Zellenkrieger will get its dodge. He also missed his shot on the repeater, which is unfortunate. Looks like he's just moving a flashball spot to provide further arrows to slow down the approach on the left there. I think technically the Zellenkrieger got another dodge there, but I think they missed it again. I don't know if I missed something else, but we are at the bottom of round two. Looks like Denma's doing some impetuous activating.
So I wouldn't have to backtrack. It's exactly sideways.
So
I think you need to jump here.
So at the beginning of his impetuous, he picks what skill he uses. If he chooses move, he has to end as close to your deployment zone as possible while using as much movement as possible. I think I said that in the wrong order. He has to move as far as he can first. So he won't go here, right? Because that's only a few inches. So he will go this way and slightly up.
Okay. So, yes, I will do my impetuous.
I think good.
Oh, he's 6'2".
Like,
I didn't realize he was
which
6'2".
is slightly farther away from the deployment zone, but uses my full move. I couldn't remember which bullet point was in what order. And yes, I'm choosing to not use the skill jump.
Yeah, it's normally not that complicated. It's normally an easier situation.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure nobody sees it.
Right, I do that.
Why did they spotlight instead of total control? Honestly, I don't know. Well, he was already isolated and immobilized, so not much use. Total controlled, right?
You gotta get closer.
I guess it takes away their orders that they get a chance to reset on and forces them to spend a command token. Spotlight's better if you don't care about that command token because it can. Oh, it was towards the end of his turn too. That's a good reason to take away his arrow chances. It's a good point, Lobo. If only you were commentating, you could have said such things. I tried to get Lobo on to commentate kind of last minute. And he had plans, like Tim did. Everyone's got plans. Psh.
I'll throw smoke.
Looks like we getting some impetuous smoke from Zellenkrieger.
Lands because he had the plus 3 fizz.
I missed what he rolled. It was a 15.
And if I am impetuous with the other Zellenkrieger, then Phoenix shoots me.
Yes, and you also get the flash.
Yes, I would also get flash boost.
Yep.
We will forfeit that impetuous.
Okay, so that's the end of impetuous. Well, glad you can come be a nerd after your lovely evening, Lobo.
Just tells me I should have moved some people. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Best way to deal with all of these issues.
Lots of heavy thinking happening right now, clearly. He, at the beginning, I'm not sure if it was audible for you guys, but he was like, how do I get the beacon? Which is exactly what he should be thinking, right? He needs to go out, push one of the buttons to unlock the beacon, and then all he really has to do is run out and touch it, right? I say all he really has to do, like there isn't like a billion things watching it. Steel Phalanx wise, he's got Well, this guy's kind of bricked. He's got the Flash Pulse watching. He's got Phoenix watching off to the left and the right here. He's got this Flash Pulse up and watching.
What was the range from Phoenix to this zone?
I think it was like 38. It was pretty far. It was comfortably over 32.
What do I think of the next wave profiles? Uh, I haven't looked at the profiles super closely yet. I did watch Robert Cantrell. I think that's the same person and goes by different names in different mediums, and so now I don't know which one's which. But his YouTube video talking about him, um, the the what's it called? Not the Jaeger, the Juggernaut. So dope looking though.
Take as many orders off.
It's so dope looking.
That's the goal.
Um, I like that they've expanded their
This zone,
design space for what a tag can look like, right?
4
And
inches.
because I'm talking about it, let me pull up an image of this
Yes.
guy I'm talking about on the Corvus Belli official
Hey.
website.
And I don't know the date,
My internet has been very difficult. Okay, there we go.
All right, I will dodge.
Army. Boom. That worked first try.
but
So this freaking sick dude is a tag.
I'll shoot DA.
Miss.
I missed whatever happened.
It's got built-in shock. I don't know if they're shock immune.
They are structures, so they are shock.
Oh, Atalanta's shooting through the smoke that Zellenkrieger put down. Nice.
PS5, then I just straight up die.
Nice. He took out, not quite sure what the Zellenkrieger was trying to do, but he's not doing it.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I know he's the same guy. Yeah, he's one of my he is my favorite content creator as far as Infinity goes. Um, he's got the rules down like 95%,
Yeah.
which is pretty good for Infinity.
That's the only thing I see.
And means I can watch his battle reports. I have watched other battle reports that were like 70% accurate, and man, those hurt me to my soul.
Yes.
I have BS attack -3.
5 is good.
6 and 8 both hit.
We've got a Kriza shooting a flash pulse right now, and the flash pulse is
9 might be a stretch.
down.
0. Yes.
Oh, it's
5
at 5.
is 3. Yes.
Does Kriza not have an extra damage on his Hujima what's it gun?
Regular order. Can I touch cover while seeing?
He does not.
Was seeing Phoenix? Was seeing this flash pulse?
Pretty sure I see the flash pulse. Yeah, I definitely see the flash pulse.
Definitely see him there. Definitely. Give it a little earlier too. Phoenix, I think that's gonna be.
Yep, not gonna get Phoenix.
Okay, looks like he's moving up slightly more with Kriza. Kriza does not want to fight Phoenix. I mean, 6 dice is... Oh, he doesn't have 6 dice anymore, does he? Right, the other Hollow Man died. So it's just Kriza doing Kriza things. Burst 5. BS attack -3. Maybe he'll take on Phoenix. Yeah, burst 2 CC-22 guard combined with a burst 4 plasma rifle is crazy. Uh,
This can Phoenix get me out of cover here?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, there's other stuff in the faction, right, that we haven't seen. We haven't seen Stingers. We haven't seen
So
Skyhound, which I desperately want to be some sort of uh, uh, animal, right? They've got a lot of animals going on, and if it's some sort of flying animal with with a rider, I would be down for that. I would be down for uh, the Power Rangers
or
Dino Mechazoids being all represented. That'd be pretty cool. And by cool, I mean I'd like it. I recognize that what I just said was objectively uncool, but hey, got a bunch of nerds here. It's fine. And by a bunch, I mean two. I got two people in the chat right now. But you future people who are watching via YouTube, if you're watching this, I think you're a little bit of a nerd. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, pterodon is like the first thing you think of, or pterodactyl is the first thing I thought of, but same thing. I think that'd be a little too dinosaur-y, right? They've got the dinosaur axe head guy, but the Juggernaut's clearly not a dinosaur, right? So,
there.
what would I want it to be?
Staring at your work.
I mean,
I shoot you.
bat-looking things are pretty cool, right? When did this war core move?
What was it? More than 24?
29.
Puppet bots are shooting a war core. Can't believe the puppet bots haven't even moved till now. A couple of hits on the war core. The war core is gone.
Starts at a 7 AP shock. Alright, order on the puppet bot. It's going to move forward and stare at Phoenix.
He's gonna fight with
the other puppet is going to
what? No, don't do that.
Run through Phoenix's line of fire.
We'll shoot a template at him.
Did he forget they had templates?
We'll shoot the template at this one, I guess.
I will not run through your line of fire.
Okay. He did forget about the templates.
I'll stay hiding. Okay, yeah. I still do this. I shoot at you.
Yeah, I'll shoot a template attack.
This is a crazy fight to take.
40. 39 point.
Am I missing something? Puppet bots have X visors or something? No. This is an AP marksman rifle at nearly 40 inches is -3, -9, -12. He's on -12 right now. With cover and mimetism -6.
7? -6 cover and range.
Okay.
Yep. 7s. One and a 6.
Okay then. It dies.
I think that might splash the Zelling.
Yeah. Save on Zelen. Second save on Zelen.
Zellenkrieger loves it.
That was good.
It's damage 6 anyway, so 6 was fine, yeah.
And my bot's gone.
Zellenkriegers have been difficult to put down.
I'm okay with that.
Man, I don't know what that play was. That felt crazy. I think the puppet bot literally couldn't hit. Right? Because Phoenix is not targeted. He had cover. So cover, bad range, mimetism, minus
Alright,
6,
Kriza will
minus
cautiously
12.
to back here.
Got it.
And he starts on
My
12s
end
or
from
maybe
enemy.
13s? 12s. Yeah, I don't know.
Kriza will stand up, so I can now be seen by Phoenix because big boy.
Okay.
I
Where's your
should be
silhouette again?
invisible.
I do see a corner of the silhouette there.
If I sneak all the way to this corner, do you still see me?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. I move prone to here and then stand up.
Got it. Phoenix will shoot.
I shoot at Phoenix.
Okay. Kriza's shooting at Phoenix. Kriza will have net minus 6. Will be on 7s. Phoenix will be on flats, which is 13s. Oh, no, not flats. Minus 3 from full auto. 2 hits get
Same
through
7,
on.
3 saves.
Or sorry, 3 saves. Get 3 saves? Oh, 7 was a crit. So 7 and 6 got through. A 12 takes out Phoenix. Because that was 5 plus 5 is 10. He was on 10s to save. Unless he has an AP HMG? No, just HMG. All right, Phoenix is down. That is pretty significant. That was one of his regular orders. One of the few guys who was not isolated. And had a gun worth shooting.
I'm just going to move over.
Who does he even have left? Atlanta. The answer there is Atlanta. Kriza is now shooting at the flash pulse.
Any better? 10 is crit.
That's a miss, no? Miss. Mimetism? Cover? Oh, I guess you have good range.
So, yeah, plus 3 range.
So a crit, another crit from Kriza. 11 will fail. The 6 will pass. Lambda is unconscious.
Alright, got orders in group 2 to spend.
That was the last order in group 1. So the Kriza is kind of
really need to spend if I can get anywhere.
Balls to the wind, but I don't think Atlanta's going to have a good shot on him from anywhere. Unless she gets all the way over here, which is a trek. And this is going to be round 3. He needs to move up, push some buttons. He needs to maybe go grab the thing if he can.
And move.
He's Steel Phalanx has a pretty clean line, I feel like. Just kind of going up the middle here. But he needs a specialist to do it. Who does he have left? Myrmidon officer could technically do it, but that's a lot of orders from way back there.
Jump. Move.
Okay, Zellenkrieger is moving up. He's seeing if Agamemnon saw him. I don't believe he did. Because, yeah, Agamemnon wants to reset like nobody's business. Get out of targeted, isolated, and immobilized all at the same time. And be on a 2 to do that. But we've all seen it happen.
Their order. Measuring tool. Declare jump. I cannot make it. I jump to there.
He moved up with Zellenkrieger.
And I will just leave myself tucked right there. Do I convert to the irregular order? What?
I think you convert the regular order and move up a specialist. You need to be able to do everything you need to do next turn. Although he can just flip a switch, right? assuming Steel Phalanx doesn't. He can respond to what Steel Phalanx does and then flip whatever switch he needs to flip.
Mm,
I can't believe that switchers stayed back here this whole time too. Not that I have an idea of what he would have done with it. It's just a piece I would have thought would have moved up by the end of round 2.
no, I do not. I haven't used my LT order. I have no repeaters worth using. I forgo my LT.
What's funny is he could have used that LT order to put up white noise to block Atalanta. I don't think he could have taken advantage of it, but he could have had potential to take him out with Kriza. That would have been cool. But we are at the top of 3. We are looking at nobody. We've got one classified done by Tunguska.
Rods.
Dactyl, Merm, Netrod.
2 new rods, yep. And then I have A2 and Ag. That's right. Then I've got Atlanta. Got Atlanta and the Probot.
And that's it.
So we'll spend a command token to put Atlanta in group 1.
He's putting Atalanta in group 1, huh? So all his regular orders are in group 1. And I think that means the Myrmidon officer has to move up. I don't know what or is Dactyl maybe?
So, Probot will just reset.
He's resetting with the Probot. Succeeds.
For whatever that's worth. Okay, so then we've got, let's see.
He's in his own group. He can do literally nothing with them. That's funny.
So we'll spend an order on this Myrmidon, who's going to come forward.
He's moving back with the Myrmidon. He's going to cover maybe the cover the lane that the Kreese is watching. And does it. Oh, is he trying to reform that team? This is a good use of the lieutenant order. The chain of command on the officer made him the lieutenant when Agamemnon was isolated. He's moving up. He's moving up to the left, which is not the direction I was expecting. Is he going to try and kill Kriza with an AP SMG? I definitely feel like
yes, this guy rolled
taking a lot of fights. He doesn't necessarily have to. It's going to slow him down on the way to any objectives. But if he clears out the Kriza and pushes 2 buttons, that's pretty solid. Yeah, at this point, I think you ignore the beacon. It's just 1 point. The consoles are where all the points are in this mission. Oh, he's trying to pick up the Dactyl and put him in a fire
Last
team.
command token. Form 4.
Yep.
So he's dragging
And
2 specialists up.
spend.
Huh. I don't know if that's. Hmm. So he's going to try and drag 2 specialists up to hit the 2 buttons. I don't know if using this movement to pick up the Dactyl was more efficient than just running the Myrmidon forward.
So we've got this Harris team now, so we're going to spend an order on it. He's just going to come all down the steps, basically. 3 here-ish, and then half an inch downstairs. Oh, sure. He's just going to be on the
Yeah,
stairs.
he's right there.
Then we'll have 7.
Interested to see what he does here. He does have an opportunity right now. The Myrmidon officer is the leader to throw some Eclipse.
Right. Arrows.
Maybe right here.
I don't think I have anything. Yeah, you have stealth, so I've got nothing.
We're just going to keep on going. This guy's going to come 4. Or here. Oh, cool.
He will have the option to
He's just going to go to this Myrm.
blitz the Myrmidon at him.
He's going to come up to here.
Or not.
And then this guy is just going to come basically to here. Arrows.
So he's just going to try and dodge the gap. That doesn't really help him, though, because that's not a specialist.
Arm 1, BTS 3.
I'll just chain rifle.
Okay. Chain rifle save.
Oh, there's a
Saved.
Zellenkrieger.
Also
Saved.
That's what was happening right here. Zellenkrieger and the Myrmidon were saying hi.
Reset Agamemnon with his tactical awareness for 2. For you to also miss.
Contesting.
Don't.
If you don't miss.
Do it again.
Contesting if you don't miss.
Miss. Go on the 2. Alright, so we're here.
He's got 3 orders.
Oh my goodness.
I might run forward with the Myrmidon officer
Give me more.
and try and dodge that gap so the Kriza doesn't see. Or at the very least, dodge. So you move to where the Myrmidon is. You try to dodge whatever the Zellenkrieger does. And then.
Got 3 more orders.
Yeah, you'd have to slingshot the Dactyl at one console and yourself at the Myrmidon officer at the other to maybe get 2 consoles flipped. Where are the specialists on the Tunguska side? There's a Holloman hacker right here, right? That's a pretty easy proposition, I say, but he's watching a lot of the board with a lot of things. Yeah. I would have just gone off to the right with the Myrmidon officer. You could get this button, You can get the button in the middle without being seen by anybody. You wouldn't have had to do the shenanigans where you're dragging the dactyl around. You wouldn't. You probably still would have needed that smoke, but what was that been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would have been close. You would have had a.
We're gonna go here.
Okay.
Oh, and the lieutenant order. I think you could have easily pushed 2 buttons doing that. You would not have killed anybody.
Here.
But you're still not killing anybody right now, so I don't know what he's. So Myrmidon's moving up to see the Kriza and the Zellenkrieger. I think he's trying to just get them to shoot him so he can move them up for free. Maybe, and get one. I don't know if he dies, that Link dies, and you lose the ability to split them.
Kriza, shoot, Zillen, dodge.
Interesting. The Zellenkrieger's dodging.
I'm gonna shoot the pistol at Dizon.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3, but only 1 special dice.
Seven's good. 7 wins.
15's a crit.
15's a crit.
Yep. So
7 does not win.
Myrmidon shot his
Conscious.
pistol, and he unconscioused
Kriza's
Zellenkrieger.
shot is going to be out of cover with the SMG.
Yep.
Hit. Hold up.
-6.
Your mem 6.
Should be on a 10.
So it's on a 10. I missed.
Okay. Kriza missed a shot. Zellenkrieger went down.
Okay.
Not what I expected to happen.
We're gonna spin an order. As leader, swap this Murdoch officer.
Yep.
He is going to.
I think the way things are going right now,
Here.
Steel Phalanx might get 1 console, which should be trivial for Tunguska to flip back.
Yep. I'm going to shoot the engineer as it passes through.
Got it. It's just free for you. So we'll shoot you with APSMG.
APSMG is shooting at Kriza.
HMG for this because the range bands are fine. Are the same.
Oof. Myrmidon officer completely missed. But I.
Nope, that's wound.
Oh, he went dogged with the dactyl. Oh, that's fine.
Well,
Fail guts. Get on.
we'll spend on him.
Get on the thing without being seen.
We'll just drop the link team.
It's breaking the link team. I guess he's only got 1 order. It doesn't matter anyways.
Here.
Well, you'd want him alive to guard that, right? So he should have failed guts to get out of the line of sight of the Kriza.
Shoot him.
Oh, he's dogged. He's dogged. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Oof.
I missed.
All right. Well, GG's. You win by 1. At the very least.
I need to go to
Like-
the restroom real quick, and I would like to see how many points I can get.
Sounds good.
So I will be right back.
That was rough. That was rough, buddy.
Oh man. I could have done a lot of things better, but man, I feel like a lot of things didn't go well.
I feel like a lot of his hacking was like 3 times more efficient than it should have been.
Oh man, I felt like every single thing went through. Like
Exactly.
absolutely
Yeah.
brutal. Yeah, yeah, that was pretty. Like every single split burst hit like 2 targets and got through the save.
Yeah.
And all my resets were like even just regular spotlights required like 2 or 3 orders. Rough. I think the only thing that went my way was the saves against the missile launcher. It's
I feel like
it's
you've been
basically
critting a lot.
I crit my first two, but I don't think I crit right here. I think that's the only thing that I've
Phoenix has been critting, no?
no.
No?
I don't think
Okay.
he just won. Yeah, he just had really good odds. He got crit. That's how he died. Man, I thought Atlanta's position over here was actually going to be better than it ended up being as well. Thought she was going to be able to kind of cover that, but she really only got the one. Never really had a good position for her.
Yeah, I feel like the hidden deployment one you want in a good like active turn position.
Exactly. I did not. This wasn't the best table for her either. She would had to move out to do stuff.
I'm back.
Yeah, this has a lot of really tall
This was
stuff.
this was a good table for. It's a good table. It's just not a table I think Atalanta is a good pick on. But yeah, okay, this guy dies. Um, so yeah, basically, can you hit a console?
The ideal is can I hit two?
Well, if you hit one, it's already a ton of points. More than just more than me.
If I hit one, I gain 3 objective points.
Yeah, exactly.
If I hit two, I would get the bonus turn point. So that's what I'm aiming for. Any other
So
questions?
as of right now, this is a victory for Tunguska. He's going to attempt to go for 4 more victory points to get what would be a tournament major victory, right? Where you'd get the objective bonus and you'd get, your 2 points for winning and then 1 tournament point for hitting 5, um, which is possible. Pretty unlikely because again, I think we're pretty limited on what's a specialist right now. It's this Hollow Man, which is the correct answer. Is Hollow Man Hacker? Is Heckler Hacker, who might be able just to Leroy Jenkins ahead if he's in Group 2 and hit this button, and his Hollow Man Hacker can go around the left to the center button, is what I would do. He still has his Puppet Bot FO, but
We're going to
he's
start
kind of
with,
far away. Um,
we're foregoing our Impetuous because Denima doesn't matter in the rest of this game.
I mean, Free Smoke is. Well,
One,
Atalanta's there. Never mind. Okay, Hollow Man is doing Hollow Man things. Let me check the list. His. I would have moved that Heckler into Group 2.
take your dodge. I will just move again.
Or, sorry, move the Hollow Man into Group 2. Group 2 has more orders right now. Oh, does he not have. I thought he had a command token. Did I look away and he spent it?
Touching Kriza or no?
Okay. Myrmidon spent an arrow dodge to body block the Hollow Man, and I say it as a question because the Hollow Man can just jump over him
Okay.
pretty trivially, or like jump onto the building and
I
then
will
jump
declare
off.
jump. I will jump over you.
Got it. We'll have we'll dodge on him. We'll shoot you with the APSMG on the officer.
Okay, officer shooting, Myrmidon's dodging.
Can you jump over me?
He's got 8 whole inches to do it with.
But you still have to go up, up to, down to. So you really have 4 inches.
Let's see. I will actually jump. I still see your officer.
Oh, did you end movement there?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump and end my movement. So I'm not jumping over you. I'm instead jumping just up here.
So I will shoot.
Yeah. And then I will shoot your officer back. Actually.
He's shooting with a
zone of control?
combi.
I will chain colt your officer.
Okay, he's chain colting the officer. The officer hit. Did a wound. 11. So yeah, the Myrmidon officer's dead as well.
Your Myrmidon had to dodge.
I can't get.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna jump.
He still should have dodged with the Myrmidon to see him and possibly kill him here, or get him into CC again.
Pretty sure.
I guess when you jump down, I guess utility of it.
And I'm gonna attempt to activate the console. Try again.
Everyone's first console press must be a 17.
Yeah,
Apparently. 5 is a success, so I get a console. And now the reason that I moved an extra order into group 2. Regular order on switcher. Do I transform? I do.
Oh, the switcher's a specialist. I didn't know that. Okay.
So I move. I'm just gonna move.
Looks like he's moving towards the button on the left.
I don't think Atalanta can see me yet.
Checking from Atalanta's point of view, but she cannot see. And I believe he rolled a successful transformation on the first one, so he's moving 6-4 with the switcher. I didn't realize they were specialists too. Man, fast specialists that punch good in CC. What a world. He's going to have 2 attempts to push the button again.
Venomous Impetuous would have actually been you. Oh well. Switcher will move and touch. Console. It's fair. Attempt to console.
Console got consoled.
Got it.
All right, I think we're calling it there, yeah?
Yeah, my last order does nothing useful. I Gaia. It's in group 2. Nope, it's not useful.
All right, GG's. I didn't score anything, I think. I guess your last order could get you to secure HVT. I know you already had your classified, so.
I already have my classified.
Yeah, so final points. Tunguska had their classified with killing 2 guys with Predator. Got 1 point each from the 2 consoles. And 2 points from having more, I believe. So that is a total of 5 victory points for Tunguska versus 0 Steel Phalanx. And Tunguska wins.
Very good game, Metal.
Next time.
You guys were following the same playbook. Turn 1, put them in loss of lieutenant and then fail, or attempt to put them in loss of lieutenant and then fail.
And then fail. Definitely went too hard on the loss of lieutenant play. Although I don't know, maybe it was a pretty decent chance.
It was pretty reasonable chances, and if you hit that second, if you hit the actual LT, my first turn is nowhere near as devastating as it was.
Yeah, then I have a real chance to actually hit some things, make things annoying.
Yeah, because
But
Agamemnon stays on the board just fine. You don't take
yeah,
wounds off these guys. This doesn't get immobilized and isolated. This doesn't get isolated.
yeah, oh my
Almost
gosh, I got
everything that I did doesn't happen.
I got absolutely bricked uh on your first turn. It was pretty wild.
Yeah,
I
those
had
splits you were doing were crazy successful.
just, just
I have
everything
no
was
idea
falling
why
apart.
that worked so well. Statistically, that's not supposed to happen, but it happened.
Sometimes it happens. Honestly, worse than that was the Zellenkriegers. If I had just had the Zellenkriegers die when I shot at them, it actually would have made a big difference.
If
Like
this guy had died a while ago,
that last Zellenkrieger
that's
actually wasted so many orders and like
yeah.
time and
If
space.
this guy had died way back here, that's 4
Hmm.
orders you saved
Yeah,
because you had 2 orders here dealing with him. You had an order shooting at him, and you had
yeah, it was.
another order here moving around.
Yeah, he did not have a good time. Phoenix was decent though. Always loved Phoenix. He was great. Always a pain in the butt.
That was an amazing spot you had him starting off at
Oh
here.
yeah, that
Oh,
spot
That
was so.
that
I
was
dropped
awful.
out of the game, but yeah, that was a really good spot. He covered so much there.
Oh yeah, that was awful to deal with,
you had
and
like
that's
a
why.
line down this way that I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah, there were some really weird lines that you had that it was, wait, why can you see this? This is not
yeah.
okay.
Definitely think Atalanta was not a good pick on that. So many points just kind of killed his Ellenkrieger, you know? I did think that line, that that path up was going to be more used, but you ended up going the other way, and that ended up being a really good spot because you didn't have to deal with Atalanta.
Yeah. Honestly, I was not expecting Atalanta at that point in the game to pop out. So
Yeah, I literally
you
never had a
prevented
chance.
my
Yeah,
you prevented my run into Phoenix because
yeah,
what that Zelen was going to do, it was going to take the time to move to the edge of the smoke, move as far as it possibly can, see if I'm in range of Phoenix.
yeah.
If not, I killed your Myrmidon.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. He would have had a nice run at everybody.
And if he survives, chance,
Yeah,
he's
I
going to
also
go after
put my
Phoenix.
deck. I should have put my deck a little more centrally located.
Yeah.
Um, Initially, I was going to put Agamemnon on the left side with the Thyreos, but I swapped it too late. And I've done that. I did that last game. Remember with Moratz, I did with the Rindax. I had them on the wrong sides. I actually had wanted them to be on different sides, and I swapped them late. I need to just not. I need to not do that. When I get the feeling that I want to swap what I was planning for, like don't.
Follow the plan.
Exactly. If I deployed my entire deployment thinking I was going to put my reserve troop on one side, I should probably stick with that.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
My,
gonna kill it here. Thank you both for playing. That was a
yeah,
good game.
thank you.
Awesome game.
And we
And
will
my one
catch
big mistake in deployment, my
you.
2 Zellenkriegers were swapped.
All right, I'm gonna turn them down while I kill this video. All right, thank you all for watching. Hopefully we'll get another video up in a week and have Tim back and 2 new players to throw down on the tabletop. Thanks for watching. Bye.